do conservatives contribute anything to the furry fandom? Genuinely, I'm asking. Cause I was thinking about what a conservative run convention would do better than a normal or progressive con. And I honestly couldn't think of anything substantial. Cause conservatives are just conserving the status quo or trying to bring back past ideas people left behind because folks didn't like those ideas. For example, conservative furries just want to segregate genders for bathrooms, which is just a normality, so nothing would really change beyond virtue signaling if they ran a con. But more progressive cons have neutral bathrooms, so anyone can enter. Why is this better? Because it's a really nice experience. Sometimes hotels will split up the men's and women's bathroom via a 2-minute walk down a hallway when it's empty. So by making them neutral, you decrease the time spent away from the con or the distance traveled through crowds with a full bladder, meaning you can get back to the con quicker and calmer. Thus, the con is actively being improved by gender-neutral bathrooms for that reason alone. But there's more. People don't have to be judged for which bathroom they pick. Friends can stick together, which can help avoid creepy harassing folk. In fact, a higher traffic flow probably means a quicker response time where anyone can come in and help, which actually completes the goal conservatives pretend to care about, protecting women in restrooms. But conservative furries don't seem to think about that, and only see it as a bad thing due to the possible scare of a criminal wearing a disguise to enter the bathroom, as if a non-secure door ever magically stopped a criminal from doing a crime in their normal attire. Their solution is literally just keep it the same, and they'll somehow fix the problems people face in restrooms, which is silly. Bathrooms are weirdly contentious, so you could say that that's a bad example to point to for a conservative run con win. But, this is where the I'm genuinely asking comes in. What exact idea does a conservative within the fandom help solve in general? Conventions are just a good way to discuss this because those ideas can be implemented and tested with very public results. The only thing I kinda can come close to seeing as a conservative idea furries would agree with is some talking point of protect the children, but even that falters. Conservatives will point out that anyone under 18 should have parental supervision first and foremost at a con to protect them, which is a policy cons have already been forcing for quite some time. So conservatives still complain about a rule they want, but which is already put into place. From what I can tell, that's mostly due to topics like pup hoods being so visibly accessible. But here's the truth. Kids who are aware that adults do the do and that there's clear signs of predatory behavior said kid needs to be able to spot and defend against will be more protected than an ignorant child that is innocent. You never hear about the conservatives talking about the family friend predator problem for some reason. Oh, but I don't want my kid to know about those sinful clothes. Unironically, a random stranger in full latex and a puppet is literally more covered than many of the parents or conservatives saying that statement. Revealing clothing like shorts were seen as lewd, worthy of penalties in the past. Then society got over it because clothes nor the acknowledgement of its nature makes the predator. Predators being predators make the predator. No one is a predator solely due to a pup hood, so using that as a sign of evil is just really silly, which is why progressive cons allow pup hoods to roam free. The fear-mongering by conservatives about those folks who tend to be way more aware of consent and enforcing said consent rules is just a bit odd. So furry conservatives crying about the innocence of children don't actually seem to care about what actually would help a child. And in fact, I would personally say their bigotry rubbing off onto their kin is way more of an immediate issue that needs corrected. Because guess what happens when a kid repeats their parents' racist statements? They harm other kids or get in trouble and lose academic time or future opportunities or grow up to gain jail time. Maybe conservatives expect their kids to yearn for the mines with them trying to bring back dangerous child labor. I don't think it's an improvement to have child workers as con staff, guys. I don't know if they'd actually do that, but conservatives really seem to have that type of plan in mind, so... Koor, you're being so uncharitable. Conservatives do so well at the free market, so con for cons would be a super profitable endeavor bringing wealth to our fandom. Ignoring furries make big bucks running the internet? Yeah, I don't want resellers filling up the dealer's den, guys. Now, to be fair, a lot of furry conservatives do seem like they'd be protectionist and keep furry artisans around. But conservatives do heavily favor capitalism due to their unironically medieval peasant-brained desire of a king to rule them through non-blood lineage of merit. Depending on the conservative dealer den director, capital would be that measure of merit, which means resellers who can sell larger volumes on easily stockable products win and would possibly attract the larger normie crowd via non-furry incentives, more likely to push out furries from the furries dealer's den. No, Koor. You need to pursue higher moral issues. You need to look into putting God back into cons. Ignoring that you can submit and obtain Christian meetup panels at some major cons, or just set up your own personal prayer meetup anyway, furry is global, so there can be people who believe in gods with an S or have no affiliation to theistic beliefs at all. So by limiting a con to one religion, that just gets rid of an important space for different people, which makes a worse experience for those people who make the things furries want to see, meaning the con's experience degrades even more over time. Not great. A conservative could just be arguing some major cons don't let religious panels go through and that we need more religious freedom, until there's a Church of Satanist panel that they spot. Right? At every point, conservatives don't want to improve a convention. They just don't want people to live their lives unless it's according to their very specific specifications. They want to control you. But that's just my opinion, because I don't want to bring up real life examples like free-for-all. That would be mean to point to a conservative con that not only crashed and burned, but was a Lord of the Rings saga length backstory of a train wreck. Returning to the original point of this video that I need you guys to comment on, I'm genuinely asking, do conservatives contribute anything to the furry fandom, especially for conventions? I know there will be folks who will instinctively say, there are many reasons conservatives would and do improve cons, so you just need common sense. But pretend I don't have common sense and I need my hand held through this entire process. Explain to me in directly stated policies that would make a conservative convention better than a normal or progressive con experience. Because I think the most common outcome is going to be conservatives whining and never really answering this question, and everyone else struggling to think of substantial points, because conservative ideology has nothing to contribute to this fandom. Please prove me wrong though. I'd love ideas for how future convention experiences can be even better. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I have more to check out on my channel that you may like. Although, want to see new videos early while supporting my work for only a mere $1, such as these lovely folks scrolling by, well, go to patreon.com/purekoor. Again, thank you for watching. Keep your furry fandom pure. I'll see you next time, everyone.